The elevator doors closed by themselves before I could step back. The buttons lit up without being pressed, and a voice whispered my name from the speaker. I was alone inside, but the elevator was not. I worked night shifts in a 30-story office building that emptied after sunset. Cleaning crews left early, security slept at their desks, and the halls echoed with silence. The elevator was the only thing that moved after midnight. It groaned like an old animal and smelled of oil and cold metal. That night, I entered the elevator on the 22nd floor. I pressed the button for the ground level. The doors slid shut slowly, too slowly, as if hesitating. Before the descent began, the lights flickered and the speaker crackled. Someone breathed. I froze. The sound was close, heavy and wet, like lungs filled with water. I turned in a full circle. No one stood behind me. The mirrors showed only my pale face and the dull steel walls. As the elevator jerked downward, as it passed the 20th floor, the lights dimmed. A low knocking echoed from inside the walls. It was not rhythmic. It sounded desperate, some fingernails scraping metal. Something trapped between floors. The speaker clicked again. A soft voice whispered, "Ride with me." I slammed the emergency stop button. The elevator screamed and jolted to a halt between floors. Darkness swallowed the cabin except for a red emergency light. The air grew cold. My breath fogged in front of me. Then I felt it. A pressure behind my back, like someone standing too close. The mirrors showed nothing, but the air pressed tighter. I smelled rot and damp concrete. Slowly, a handprint appeared on the mirror beside my head. It pressed from the inside, skin stretching thin like wax. I screamed and mashed the buttons until the elevator lurched back to life. It did not go down. The floor indicator skipped numbers and climbed upward. 23, 24, 25. The building only had 30 floors, yet the numbers kept rising. The knocking grew louder. The walls bulged inward as if something massive crawled between them. Shadows moved under the metal skin, long and twisted. The elevator stopped. The doors opened onto a floor that should not exist. The hallway was long and narrow, lit by flickering lights that buzzed like dying insects. The walls were stained dark, streaked with handprints and smeared blood. The carpet was soaked and squelched under invisible weight. I did not step out. I could not move. Figures stood along the hallway. People with broken necks, crushed limbs, and hollow eyes. Their bodies were bent at impossible angles, skin torn and blackened. Some had rope burns around their throats. Others were missing faces entirely. They all stared at me. A woman stepped forward. Her legs dragged uselessly behind her. Bones snapped. Blood poured from her mouth as she smiled. She raised one finger and pointed back into the elevator. "Do not leave it empty." The doors slammed shut. The elevator dropped like a fallen coffin. It shook violently as screams erupted from the walls. Faces pushed through the metal, mouths opened wide enough to tear. Hands burst from the floor, fingers clawing at my boots. The mirrors cracked, reflecting endless versions of me trapped inside. The speaker roared with overlapping voices. "Every ride takes one." The elevator slammed to a stop at the ground floor. The doors opened. The lobby looked normal. Clean floors, quiet desk, dim lights. Ran out without looking back and did not stop until I reached the street. I quit the next day. Months passed. I tried to forget the elevator. The sounds followed me in dreams. Metal scraping, breath in my ear, buttons lighting up by themselves. One night, my phone rang. No number. When I answered, I heard the elevator chime. The voice whispered again. "Your turn ended. Someone else must ride." The call ended. The next day, news spread through the city. A man was found dead inside the building elevator, crushed between floors. The cameras showed him entering alone. But at the moment the doors closed, The footage glitched. For one frame, dozens of shadows stood behind him. That night, as I slept, I heard a familiar sound outside my door. The elevator bell rang. If you enjoyed the story, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for listening.